Okay, so let's start, same as always, by finding a centering position. So you can either sit or lie down. I would recommend lying down at this point in the day, especially if you've been sitting a lot today. And if you do come down onto your back, go ahead and bend your knees. Place the soles of the feet on the floor if that feels better to you. So just lying feet on the floor, knees bent. That is easier and gentler on the lower back if there are sensitivities there. Otherwise, you can just let the legs extend and flop out. So just find what feels right for you. And we'll just start with some really gentle music. And also, of course, do feel free to use any props that you have available to you, any blocks, bolsters, blankets, cushions, not just yoga props, but any kind of prop. Now, when I do put the music on, it does mean I have to turn the Zoom audio settings to filter out the background noise to low, so you are much more likely to hear my cat right now. Okay. So either lying down or sitting up tall. Take a few rolls of your shoulders. So you're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale them down and back. And again. And do that once more. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your hands, either facing up or down. Close your eyes. Take a few deep inhales through the nose, with exhales sighing or blowing the air out of the mouth. As many times as you need. Inhaling calm, exhaling, sighing out, letting go of any stress or any tension. Once you've sighed out a few times, just allow the natural rhythm of your breath to take over. Start to notice your breath. Notice where it lands in your body. Notice what your breath can tell you about this moment in your body. And as always, try to avoid judging whatever you find. Whatever is. awareness to your face. Just start to relax through the brow. Relax down along the corners of the eyes and the corners of the mouth. Loosen the jaw. Let that awareness to continue to cascade down your body, just softening through the shoulders, softening through the chest, down the arms, down the hands, down the fingers. Can you soften a bit even through your belly, through your hips? Down through your legs and all the way into the feet and the toes. Just notice what you can soften simply through this noticing. Start to take the awareness back to your breath and begin to deepen the breath through the nose. Inhale through the nose, take the breath down into the belly so that the belly rises with the inhale. Exhale out the nose and feel the belly roll back towards the spine. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. And then deepen the breath further. Inhale through the nose, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, expanding all the way up through the inhale. Exhale out the nose, chest, ribs, and belly contract. So inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Ujjayi, or that ocean wave sounding breath, by constricting in the back of your throat in the epiglottis. So it's like you're inhaling and exhaling the word home through the nose to create that audible wave sound. And we'll take about 5 to 10 more rounds of slow, deep breath here. Start to mentally ready yourself for movement. just, as always, in your own time and in your own way, start to bring some movement back into your body, just letting yourself stretch, roll around, yawn, sigh. Just whatever you need, whatever feels good to you. And let's start standing today. And I just really want to invite you to take your time coming up and also just find your way up in a creative way, in a playful way, in an expressive way. Maybe there's a new way to stand up, a way you haven't ever stood up before. Who knows? So just take these few moments to explore and to play there. Let's just change the music over in a moment. So when you come up to standing, take a moment to just feel your body meeting the ground. Feel what it is to just be here on earth right now, through your feet, through your movements. And then bring your feet to a hip distance stance. Square your toes forward. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, release down. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, down. And one more. Inhale, lift all the way up. And then interlace your fingers, turn up through the palms, take a big stretch up to the sky. And then lift back up through the knuckles. Point the index fingers and the thumbs, so a bit like Charlie's Angels hands. And you're going to inhale and stretch up to the sky with those temple hands. And then start to lean from your waist to the right and just start from the waist. So no need to shift out through the hip yet. And then inhale, take it back up through center. And exhale over to the other side. Again, start from the waist. Inhale, take it back up through center. Exhale, right. And if it feels okay to you, shift out also through your left hip. So Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Inhale, lift all the way back up through center. And again, exhale to the other side from the waist, and then maybe shift out through the hip if it feels okay. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, interlace all your fingers behind your head. So you're just forming that cushion there, cradling the head. And we're taking an inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin in towards your chest. Let your elbows hang down towards the sides of your head. So just the neck tipping forward, the rest of the spine is straight. We take an inhale, and then exhale, turn to peek under your right armpit. So it's just like you're checking out subtly what's happening behind you on the right side. Inhale back through center, and exhale over to the other side. Center, exhale right, inhale center, and exhale left. And inhale center, lift the head, lift the heart, lift the arms. And then exhale, unwind your arms out into into the position for Tadasana. So we're just relaxing the shoulders, we're reaching up through the arms. So just finding our mountain pose. Really notice where your weight is through your feet. If you have habits where you might be setting your weight, try to even it all out. And again, remember, there's no need to judge anything. We all have imbalances, we all have habits. It's a pretty natural part of a life and a body. So again, it's just finding the awareness. And then we're going to take an inhale here, and then exhale. Take it down into chair. So your knees are pointing past your second toes. So there's none of the I have to pee thing going on with the knees coming together or knees going really wide into a funky dance, but knees just pointing past the second toes, arms reaching out. We take an inhale. So just sitting down into that chair. Exhale. Take it down into your ski jump. So now you're working your quads a little bit more. Take your arms back. And then reverse all the way back up to standing. So we're going to do this a few times. So you can play either moving from Tadasana to chair to ski jump, or you can just play chair to ski jump. It depends on what you need tonight. So again, we start to bend the knees. Take it down. Inhale, lift it either into chair, into Utkatasana, or all the way back to mountain, Tadasana. And just keep it going at the pace of your breath. Take a couple more.
You are the only one that my body loves. Tripping me.
Okay. Next time, when you take it down through chair, not ski jump, but when you take it down through chair, hold it here, and then take your hands to your knees. Now, once you're here, we're just going to take a few arches of the spine. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest, okay? And then exhale, tuck the chin in towards your chest, round up through the spine. Inhale, we arch. Exhale. Roll it up. Let's do it again. Okay, and then from here, reverse the swan dive up to the sky. And then from there, we're going to exhale, swan dive, hinge forward from the hips. Take the head down, relax the arms. Give your head a few shakes, yes. And a few shakes, no. And again, yes. And no. And then from here, start to bend your knees and see if you can take it back into the ski jump from here. So we've gone from that standing forward fold to bend, 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 arms come up, and then we take that ski jump. It's going to be a low ski jump. You'll probably really feel this. And then if you want to, you can play with taking your arms out to T or all the way out into superhero. Whew, really working those legs. Deep breaths. take your arms back. And reverse up to the sky. Exhale, release your arms all the way down. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale them down and back. Do that twice more. One more. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull down through the arms, pop the chest. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, put a little bend in your knees. Hinge forward from your hips. Hang your head, let those interlaced fingers hang back and away from your lower back. And then from here, if this is enough, stay. If you want to isolate that shoulder roll, start to stir the air behind you with your knuckles. But as always, knees and hips stay stationary. Just the shoulders are working here. And then go the other way. Take it back to center. And then draw your hands back down towards your lower back. Unwind the fingers. Reverse the swan dive up to the sky. If you get a little dizzy at any point, I just got a bit dizzy. Just gently release. Take your time. Come down. Take a moment just to sigh it out. Now, whether you're using a mat or not, just step up towards the front of your practice space, so either the front of your mat or again just the front of your practice space, and bring your feet to a nice hip distance stance. And then once you're there, I'm 2 minds about what I wanted to do here. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. Take your hands up into a high namaste. I'm gonna move away from my plant, you'll see why. So what we're going to do is before we take any more postures, we're just going to do one of those breathing exercises where we inhale through the nose, then we exhale, ha. And I really want you to throw out, as you're doing this exercise, throw out any pent up crap. So just anything that you want to get out of your system from your day or from way further back than that. Or just throw it out, throw it to the earth. The earth knows how to compost crap. So we're good. So we're going to take the arms up and we're going to open up through the chest. And we take the arms back into this high namaste, arch through the spine, big inhale. And then exhale, ha. Throw it down into the ski jump. Inhale, look back up. Exhale, ha. And just take this at your own pace. Ha. 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 A few more. Ha. 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 And one more. Ha. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Take it up into a high namaste. Oh, exhale. Take your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Antonio's just walking past me going, namaste. All right, so from here, we're going to take an inhale, feet hip distance. Exhale, start to bend the knees, so we're taking it back into chair. Take an inhale here in chair, And then exhale, take your left elbow over to your right knee, to the outside of that knee. And you're going to push against that elbow. So you're just opening up that left shoulder. Some of you know what comes next. We shift the weight a little bit, foot to foot, leg to leg. So this is, you know, your narrative, however you frame it is how you're gonna feel it. So this is a fun transition, okay? So we're going to shift the weight into the right foot and then take a big step back with the left foot. So we come into a revolved lunge. Hey, hip. Keep up on the ball of that back foot, and we're going to take it straight up to warrior one. So we're going to revolve through center and swing the arms up and open the shoulders, open the chest. Make any adjustments you need to make through the legs. My quads are tired today, so we're going to bend the right knee in line with the ankle. Point the right toes towards this, right knee towards the second toe. Take a nice big inhale here, warrior one. And then exhale, turn it out into warrior two. So that right arm is coming out over the right leg. And your left heel is turning out between 45 and 90 degrees. I'm just gonna turn myself around to face you here. Okay, and then let's take a reverse warrior. So that front knee is going to stay bent. And then we take the back arm, slide it down the back leg, reach that right arm up and back. So we just get that nice opener. Inhale, take it back through center. Exhale, straighten out that right leg. Now, you might remember what we do here is if you're hypermobile, so if your knee either kind of disappears or locks down or locks back, I want you to keep a micro bend in your knee. It's not a deep bend, but just a little micro bend, just to create stability through that joint. So right leg is straight. We're going to take the arms, bring them up, and then something really nice is out in front of the right hand, right? So, you know, your strawberries, whatever. So we're gonna reach, so we get sassy. Also, we get really sassy into that back hip. And then we keep reaching. And then we're going to lift that left arm up into the sky. That right hand is just relaxing down. You can take the back of the hand or the fingertips. Just because you could say come to the floor, that actually changes the pose entirely. That becomes more of a twisty thing. I want you to think about keeping this lateral. So you're between two panes of glass and you're really lifting up. For me personally, to be here is less work with my hand down on my foot than it is for me to be here, where I'm really engaging with this lateral part of my torso. So again, it's not about the aesthetics, it's about what it feels like. So keep lifting it up. Ooh, couple more breaths here in triangle, Trikonasana. And then imagine that hand or paw that you love coming in, lifting you up. Take it back out to a T with your arms, and then turn your toes all to the side. Now, you might find your feet are not directly in the same plane, so just walk it till they are. So we're going to square the toes forward. We zip up through the pelvis, zip up through the core. Remember that actually I'm going to change my mind. We'll do that part on the next round. We'll make it harder first. Forget that. I'll say that next time. So once you're in the same plane, turn your heels in so that your toes are pointing out. And then we're going to, so this is familiar for most of you, we're going to take it up into a 5-pointed star. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, drop it down into Goddess, into Devyasana. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale. My God. I still have this cough from COVID. Ugh. And then inhale, take it back up. Exhale, take it down into Goddess. Hold your Goddess. If you're feeling like you want more, that's if, Okay? You can lift one heel and then lift the other and sink a little lower. You're going to very much feel that into your quads. If it's too much, heels down. Okay, and then let's inhale, take it back up into a 5-pointed star. Okay, exhale, start to bend your knees, but take your hands down onto them. So just super gentle, shouldn't feel like a hardship. And we can just rest the hands on the knees. We're going to take an inhale here, and then exhale. Drop the right shoulder down towards the left knee. So we get this nice stretch of the shoulder and the inner thigh. Inhale up through center, and exhale over to the other side. Okay, then inhale, take it through center. Making it harder for a moment, take your elbows onto your thighs and use your arms to split the legs and drop into that low squat. If you want, you can play with lifting the heels here too. Heels down. Inhale, sweep it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take your arms out to a T. And then you're going to turn out through your left foot, turn your right toes forward, take your warrior two. And what we usually do, just pivot around. So we helicopter the arms. Take a big step forward. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, swan dive and fold. Hang the head, hang the arms. Take a moment just to side out. Just checking the music. Okay. And then from here, slowly start to ragdoll your body all the way up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Okay. And then once you come up back up towards standing, we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Take the palms up into a high namaste. We're up at the front of the practice space. And then we're going to exhale. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, coming down into a prayer chair. Inhale here. Exhale. Take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Really push against that elbow. Start to feel that stretch. Hold that there. Such a nice song. Okay, shift the weight into your left foot. Take a big step back with your right, so you're finding that revolved lunge. And then we're going to revolve through center and swing the arms up. Warrior one. Warrior one is kind of like a yay. Take a couple of breaths here. And then exhale, split it out into warrior two. So then we're turning out through, and I'm going to just mirror you, so I'm going to turn the other way. So we're just placing that left foot out front, knee in line with the ankle, right heel somewhere between 45 and 90. Look out over those front fingers. Double check your knee. I think it's always helpful to take a visual cue of the knee just to make sure it's not flopping in or out. Even after 18 years of yoga, mine still loves to flop in. It's where I carry some weakness. So, it's just, again, the visual cues are really helpful too. going to turn that front hand up, slide the back hand down the back leg, take your reverse warrior. Take a few deep breaths here, 2, 3. I'm going to let the cat back in while you do.
Won't you let me down? Won't you let me down? Won't you let me? Won't you let me?
Okay, take it back out to warrior 2. And then we're going to shift back through, and we're going to straighten out that front leg. So straightening out through that left leg, and then from here we're going to get really sassy into the right hip. Take the arms up, and then again, something nice out front. You're going to reach and reach and reach and reach and reach until you tip, and then we lift up through that top arm. And again, be aware of how you're lifting here with if you're falling down into this, if you're just sinking into the joints.
Takes its toll on foolish pride. Long before I see light, I have waited for you to lay
Okay,
me down.
hand or paw that you love coming and taking you out of Trikonasana.
Say goodbye, say
Start to
goodbye.
turn, again, all of the toes forward. Now, this time, when you turn the toes forward in this wide angle, I want you to, you know what, let's add a little mini cardio moment into this. We've done this before. Actually, after this song, because the song's kind of gentle. So, we're going to turn the toes forward. If you have sensitivity in your lower back, turn your toes slightly in. Okay? So anytime we fold forward, even if we're standing here at hip distance, if you have sensitivities in your lower back, just a very slight turn in of the toes is supportive of your lower back. Okay. Take your arms up. Toes again squared forward or pointed in. Not the V today. Not this time. Okay, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hang the head in your arms. Take some nice deep breaths here. Okay. Start to bend your knees. Walk your hands over to your, sorry, I said that wrong. Sorry. Forget what I just said. Come back to center. And then walk your hands with your legs straight. Walk your hands over to your left foot. And hold on to the outside of that left foot. And then I want you to start to bend that left knee. That's where I was going. So we're going to bend the left knee. And we're just getting that nice stretch of the inner thigh. On that right side here, a bit of a plie. And then inhale. Come back through center, and we're actually swapping the bent leg. So now you're bending the right leg, but you're still holding on to the outside of that left foot. And let the head hang down, and you should feel this deep stretch across the left side of your torso. Hopefully it feels nice. And then inhale, come back through center. Straightening out both legs. Take your left hand down to the floor at center, and then inhale, swing your right arm up to the sky. So we turn, twist, lift. Exhale, release that hand down, and let's simply swap. So right hand comes down, left arm swings up, and again, turn, twist, lift. Exhale, take it down. Walk your hands over to your right foot now. And And then start to bend that right knee. So again, take that plie. And then swap the bent knee. So now the left knee is bending. We're hanging the head. We straighten the legs out, walk the hands to center. Okay, from here, I want you to start to walk forward so that you actually walk it out into a wide angle down dog. So you're just going to push it back, so you have this wide angle, arms coming out in front of you, hips coming back. Should hopefully be feeling a very deep stretch through the backs of the legs. And then keep walking it forward so that you're coming into now a wide angle plank. So you're bringing your shoulders in line with your wrists. You're pulling up through the core. You're squeezing under the armpits. Start to walk it back through the wide angle down dog and back into the wide angle fold. Hang the head, hang the arms. We're going to revisit that in a moment, but first, we're going to bring the chest, excuse me, we're going to bring the chest parallel to the ground, lift the arms up, and then reverse the swan dive up to the sky. Release the arms down. Okay. Remember that part about a little bit of cardio. So we're going to do that now. So what we're going to do, really simple, we're going to take the left hand, touch it down towards the right foot, come back through center, and you can just make little fists like you're boxing, but we're not going to box. Then we take a hop. So we bend the knees, we take a hop, and then we take it to the other side. So right hand coming to the left foot, hop. And we're going to start to speed this up now. So we take it down, just getting a little bit of cardio into this, little bit of bunny hopping. Remember, I don't know if any of you, maybe Ellie, you might have been, Catherine, you might have been at that Easter Sunday session during one of the lockdowns. We did so much jumping in honor of bunnies. I was losing it at that point, clearly. Gosh, come on. One more to each side. Okay. Take an inhale. Lift the arms up. Exhale. Release your arms down and swan dive, fold forward. I'm going to slightly turn out to the side for this. So we are still in the wide angle. Hang the head, hang the arms. And then start to walk yourself forward. And I want you to, oops, I'm going to move back a little more. I want you to walk yourself again into the plank. Shoulders in line with the wrist, push the floor away. Then walk your feet into hip distance, so you're in your normal plank. Shoulders still in line with the wrist, squeezing under your armpits. You're going to turn the camera slightly down. Take a break anytime you need. Again, remember, listen to your body. So, if you're feeling like, yeah, I want more tonight, you're going to lift your right foot, turn your right toes out to the side, right leg swings wide. We come back. Left, back. Right, back. Left, back. Keep it going. Whew, this is really strong in the core. What we are not doing is coming up into down dog and kind of kicking the leg around. Okay? Just really strong. Again, do as much as serves you, which might be none. It might be something in the middle. It might be all of it. One more to each side. Oh. Take it back into a normal downward dog now. So feet are back at hip distance. We're gonna roll the shoulders back. Whew. Take your poochie for a little walk. Bend one knee and then the other. Oh, and if you really want to hold either of those sides, walking it out, do it. Oh. And then push back into your full expression of down dog. Take another breath here. Exhale. Draw your knees down. Uncurl your toes. Take a child's pose. Let the forehead relax down. Sigh it out. If you'd like, sway a little side to side. Just letting your forehead roll, letting your hips sway. Okay. And then sway all the way back to center. Hello, sir. Okay, Vienne's showing you what to do. Not really. Yeah? So we all grow a tail. And then from here, let's come down onto the tummy and take a really gentle sphinx. So tops of the feet flat on the earth behind you. Hello. And then we're bringing the elbows in line with the shoulders. Rolling the shoulders back, opening up through the chest. A few deep breaths here. Let's take it into that super chilled out crocodile pose, which I know it doesn't sound like a chilled out pose, but I promise it is. So we're going to let the elbows come wide to the sides and we stack the hands. Then we're going to rest the third eye point, that point between the eyebrows, over whatever the top knuckle is there. And you can choose which knuckle, it doesn't really matter. But the idea is that you're just getting a little bit of stimulation into that point. As you relax the head down. Let's just take a few more breaths here, heart to the earth. And let's gently lift the head, lift the heart. Take the hands to the sides of the chest and gently press up. Roll back one more time into child's pose. Take your forehead down, relax your arms, side out. Slowly roll your body all the way up. And I think from here, we'll just keep it a little gentler now. So kind of yin yang. We did the hard part and now we're just going to keep it gentler and gentler and gentler. So what I would like you to do here is we're going to come into that lateral stretch that's so nice. So we're just going to sit up into the shins, but then fall to the left and let the legs just kind of flop over to the right, just comfortably. And then we're going to take the right fingertips down to the floor, so outside the floppy legs. And then the left arm is going to swing up and we reach it across. So you should hopefully feel a very, very deep side stretch there. And inhale, swing up through center. And if you can come up without using the hands. Just maybe take a prayer and then shoop, flop over to the other side. Otherwise, use your hands to help you there. And then same idea, left fingertips are going to come down and then, or the hand, then we take that right arm across. Inhale, lift it back up through center. Now we're going to come into that iliopsoas stretch that's so great for your lower back, where we also then feel it on the inside of the groin. So I want you to keep your big toes together behind you. Take your hands out in front of you. It's a little tricky in these trousers. And take your knees out as wide as you comfortably can. And it's okay if the big toes separate a little bit. We just don't want there to be a very big gap between them. And then knees, again, they're going wide. And then from here, you're going to start to walk yourself forward. Ooh, I'm already feeling that. And it's not a child's pose. We're really pushing back off the hands so that we feel that stretch on the inside of the thigh. And you can come down onto your forearms, but just avoid that lurching forward that can happen there. And then maybe you take your bottom all the way back towards your heels with your head down. But again, I want you to find the place where you're really feeling this along the inner thighs. You might also start to feel it around the lower back. It is that muscle that wraps over the hip to the lower back. Now lift the head, lift the heart. Walk your hands back. And then draw your legs back in. Take your hands out to one side and just unwind the legs out in front of you. Okay, and I'm just going to tip this screen down. My feet are getting cold. I'm a little wary of doing this. I'm going to steal, okay, they're clean, some of Antonio's socks. I would have known if they were clean if they were mine. Just had that moment of needing to check. And of course they have holes in them. And they're actually different. One is like thick stripes and the other is little stripes. Of course. Why not? It sounds about right. Okay. All right. So from here, take your legs, bring them out in front of you, and just start to ground through your sits bones. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, gently bow. Hinge forward from your hips, bowing down towards your legs. Roll your hands back in towards your heart. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow. Take one more. Take it all the way up. Flex your feet, sink your shoulders, open through your heart. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips like you're giving a hug. Take the fingertips down either side of your knees. Roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. Then, if it feels right to you, you can walk yourself a little further forward, taking your heart towards your feet. And then if it feels right to your back to round down, you can take the head down towards the knees or the chin down towards the shins. But you go to the point that is right for you. Lift the head, lift the heart. Start to slowly roll yourself up and then take your right leg with you. And we're just first going to take the right foot to the outside of the left knee. So we're just going to first start with a traditional twist. So right knee to the outside of, right foot to the outside of the left knee. And then sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to hug your right leg with your left arm, taking your right fingertips back, trying to look past the right shoulder. So hopefully starting to feel a stretch even around your hip, your glute as you twist. And then if you want to take it further, you can take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You can make a mudra, which is where you take your index finger under your thumb, letting the other three fingers hang out. Try to keep your spine nice and tall. Okay, and then gently roll back through center. Right. So we've done this. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I can't believe I'm gonna do it. We've done this pose before. I find this pose really hard, but I know not all of you do. And this is, again, the thing about different bodies. Some people can just easily do something where others can't, and vice versa. So again, it's just really being with what is. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean into that left side and then bring that left foot around the back. Okay, oh, the other version of that song has just come on, but we've already heard it once, so maybe I'll... All right, so now what we're going to do from here, and I'll turn to face you. I'm using the same side that I'm speaking, so it's going to look opposite on your screen right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring ourselves forward, and then we're going to slide that right leg. So I'll show you from both angles. So we're sliding that right leg around so that you have it crossed. Okay. Then we start to sit back. Now, right away, my knee lifts up. I see people sometimes that the knees just stacked on top, nice and cozy, no problem. And I see people that sometimes their feet are totally in parallel position. That is not the case for me. This is a very, very deep hip opener, and my hips are very tight usually. So we're going to, I can't imagine how tight they would be without yoga, to be honest. So we're going to just hold this here for a few deep breaths. Try to sit up nice and tall, breathe. If your knee hurts, take that foot a little further forward until it no longer hurts. Oh. If this doesn't do anything for you, you can play with rounding down and seeing if that creates more of the stretch to lean into it. You might not need that. And I really want you to breathe. You know, the poses that we dislike the most are usually the ones we need the most. So for me, it's a very interesting experience to be the witness of myself in a pose like this, because there's a part of me that almost starts to panic. Because it's not easy and there's discomfort and it's like, and that's a really interesting thing to witness. And so just again, witness your experience and breathe into it. And it will usually, if there's ever a panic or an anxiety, or, you know, it will usually go with the breathing. Okay. Woo. And then we're going to walk it forward. And just unwind by sliding that leg back. Take a little child's pose. Gently start to roll yourself back. Take your hands out to one side. Unwind the legs out in front of you again. And just give everything a little shimmy shake out. Okay. And then we're just going to do the same thing that we did, but just bend the left knee. Turn on my side, because otherwise it's going to look like I'm opposite you. So we're going to bend the left knee and place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. And in just a second, we're going to come into that twist. I'm just going to let the dog into the office, because otherwise he's going to keep pacing around. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. So, sitting up tall, we're going to take the left fingers back, and we're going, I said that wrong, oh no. Have I done this all wrong? Yes, okay. So we're going to have the left foot over the right knee. So left foot to the outside of the right knee. We're going to sit up tall, and we're going to take the right arm and hug that left leg, taking the left fingertips back. Turn to look past that left shoulder. If you want to take it further, bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Place your index finger under your thumb. Start to roll back through center. Here we go to the other side. So we're going to lean into the right side, bend that right leg around so the heel is coming towards the buttock. That left foot is still on the outside of the right knee. And then we start to sit up. And then we slide that left leg in front of the right. Once you're there, sit back. And then we're going to hold the feet. And again, you go to the point that it's right for you, the point that your body will naturally go to. We just sit up tall and breathe. Again, if you want, you can play with the fold. We offer slightly different things, the fold and the straight leg, or straight spine. Often one side is easier than another too, so you guys know that. You feel it probably. Okay. Walk forward again. Unthread that leg. Oh, take a child's pose. Forehead down, side out. And while we're here, let's just throw a puppy pose in just because it's nice for the shoulders and the upper back. So just start by walking up onto your forearms. So your bottom and your hips are in line with your knees. So your bottom is up. And we're going to take the arms out, forehead down. And we just get that nice long spine, that nice long stretch there. If you want to throw something else into this, you can draw your palms together, bend your elbows, and point your point your fingers towards your spine. So then you also get a little tricep stretch. Whoops, sorry.
Find me a place in the ocean, time and space.
Take your hands down and start to roll. I'm in two minds about what I want to ask you to do here. You know what? Roll yourself back towards seated for a moment. And I actually want to invite you, because what we'll do is I want to invite you just to take a couple minutes to move in any way that would feel good to you. And then we'll do a little bit of self-foot massage together after you do that. So what I would like you to do is just take 2-3 minutes to move in any way that, again, would feel good to you. I'll try to find maybe a short song that I could put on while you do that. Okay. So, you can't settle. Okay. So again, just take this song to move in any way that would feel good to you. Let yourself be expressive, playful, creative. If you just want to flop out, if you're really tired, that's great too. If you want to stand, if you want to dance. Again, this is your time with yourself. So what does your body need from you? So start to wrap up. Just whatever you're doing. I was just dealing with the dog and I let him outside and I was barking to come back in. Of course. All right. So from here, what I'd like you to do is start to come down and find a seated position. Now, if you have any props, you might want to use them. So if you want to sit up onto a bolster or onto a cushion, that's fine. Likewise, you might want to use blocks under your knee for part of this. So, or some other prop under your knee. So let me just grab one so I can show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the left leg and extend the left leg straight out. And just let the right foot be bent in here, but it doesn't have to be touching. In fact, have it out a little bit so you have some space. What that might mean is that you need to place your right knee on top of a block, and that can just be a really comfortable, supportive way of holding this position. And again, you might want to sit up onto a bolster. I'm very quickly gonna grab the dog. Oh man, all kinds of craziness happening in this house tonight. Hello. Okay. I think we overdid it with him today because he hasn't had a walk since Saturday because of what was going on with his back, and he seemed like he was doing a lot better. So we gave him a walk today, but now I think maybe he's just maybe in a bit more pain because of it. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the fingers, the thumbs, and we're going to come down onto the sole of the foot. And you can either hold your fingers around the edge of it, or you can slide one hand underneath and you can meet your foot this way. I want you to think about your hands as containing loving, healing energy, the same way that you would give a foot massage to one of the beloveds in your life. So it doesn't matter if you know anything about massage, it's just about connecting to this foot and connecting through your hands. Okay. And then we're going to start to play by leaning in and kind of creating this dance and exploring points along the sole of your foot. Maybe you close your eyes as you do this. Just move the thumbs around. You can also use the other fingers to pull your toes towards you or push your toes away from you. It's just creating a little bit of a dance with your foot. You can play around the heel and the ankle. Also play with pinching each of your toes. So you just pinch from the lower knuckle. You kind of wiggle and pull. You're pulling and pinching out all the stagnant energy. And then we can play also with working our way up the leg by imagining that there's a midline separating the front and the back of the leg. Now, you can either do this with your thumbs, same idea, kind of pressing in just under that shin bone. Or you can play with, and you might need to take the block away if you're using a block for this, because then you're going to want to lean in a little bit more, and you can really use the heel of your hand to press down. Oh man. And we also can work our way up. I definitely have some rebuilding quad muscles here. I went for a run the other day for the first time in like 6 months. And you can play with, again, going up the whole of the leg. And coming back down. Back down. You might press through your heel for a moment. And then just sweep that leg clear. Now, if you're still working that side, it's fine. Take your time. But then when you're ready, we're just going to swap. And again, think about this idea of there being love and healing in your hands. And just remember that you are a naturally intuitive creature. And you can tap into that. What would your foot like? Keep having that play. So something very interesting, just anecdotally interesting. So I was on that Thai massage course in Greece again last August, and I met this Italian massage therapist there, Raniero, and he was like 60, had been a massage therapist for 30 years, knew all kinds of things. And he also did reflexology, and so he just we were at a bar, and he took my foot and he just held my foot, and he started going through different points according to Chinese medicine, to these acupuncture points on the feet, and he gets to this one point, and he doesn't know my medical history at all, and oh my god, it hurt. It just felt like this needle digging in this very small point on my foot. And I was like, oh my god, what is that point? And he said, that's your parathyroid point. Now, I only have one working parathyroid of 4. I don't even have 2 of them anymore. So it's really interesting. The body's so deeply connected, and there are so many frameworks for how we work with it. Okay, go ahead and take your, again, you can hold on to that knuckle of your toe and pull that energy out. Not pulling the energy out of your body, but pulling the stagnant energy out. begin to work up that leg. And again, just however you want, with your thumbs, with the heel of your hand, with both hands, one hand. Just create a little dance. Eventually get to the end, again, just sweep that leg clear. And draw your legs together into Sukhasana, into a seated position. Let's just inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release down. And again, sorry, the other dog is now barking upstairs. Inhale, lift the arms up. Oh, sorry about that. And then exhale. Take your hands together into prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes. And just sigh out any last times. Eyes closed, reconnecting to the earth underneath you, the sky above you, your body, just always in this connection with the environment, with even particle physics that we can't, or physics particles that we can't even see, raining down all around us all the time. Take a moment to, again, recall your connection to all things. And then in your mind, offer the following words to yourself. In your mind, say, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my life, and I am grateful for all the ways in which I can heal myself. And then think of a loved one of any kind, human, furry, or otherwise. Hold them in your heart. And say in your mind for them, I am grateful for your life. I am grateful for your presence in mine. And I am grateful for all the ways in which we can heal each other. And then finally, I am grateful for this earth. I am grateful to be connected to all creatures on it. And I am grateful for the healing that can take place here. And just gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice on this earth. And thank you all so much for coming this evening. Pets are on fine form tonight. As always, feel free to come back and chat, although I know that Ellie had to run away. You guys don't have to at all. It's